I met a gypsy.
Yeah, and I think that one of the cool things, so like, all right, let's take WSX out of the picture. And I think that if, you want to shit on the series all you want, then like go ahead, you can do that. And if you fucking hate the broadcast, you think it's whatever. But I don't remember talking about rider pay this much ever. Like when have you heard this many conversations about guys getting money? And when has it become, like Kenny at a press conference talking about money, and then Steve Astafin in the back talking about money, you know what I mean? And it's like, I think that it's been a good thing. And then lo and behold, there's an extra $7 million or whatever, $10 million that came from the Super Duper Cross. And it's like, dope. But I don't know where that was. And it's like the people, like Rick Carmichael, like shot me back a message straight up. He was like, well, they signed a TV deal. And I was like, no, I get it. They're good.
Yeah.
Like, so there's... Well,
they only signed the TV deal because there's competition.
Yeah.
They had to merge together. There was no choice. If there wasn't competition, why would anything ever change?
No, but it's been in the works for a long time, Phil.
Yeah.
Phil.
Phil. It wasn't the series.
You're right.
It's been in the works for a long time. I hear what you're saying. I know it looks bad, but it's been in the works.
I don't. Do you know how much it is to win a 450 main event from AMA?
$80.
No.
I think it's like $10,000.
It's $12,000.
Yeah. $12,000.
$12,000 to win an AMA 450 Supercross.
What did you make for World Supercross?
Me, I was cheap. I was $5,000. $5,000 around.
Yeah.
Which is nothing. But I wanted to come to do it because I still, like I said, I got my own personal sponsors. But you would have got some prize money and shit. Yeah, and prize money. What was it? Seventh, I got $3,500.
Yeah.
For seventh.
For seventh.
In the lights class.
I think to win a 250 main event in the U.S. is $2,500.
So you got more for seventh than...
I think so.
Yeah.
Which is mind blowing.
Yeah. It's insane.
Mind blowing.
What'd you get at Cardiff?
15th. I still made $1,300 or $1,400.
Yeah.
Plus the show money, of course. Which for one day racing, it's just like,
Then you get to travel.
Yeah, get to travel. Like I said, I didn't go there for the racing day. I just wanted to go see other fans and shit.
Yeah.
But to do the AMA stuff, it's just like, dude, what? Like, and before it.
And how much is the entry fee? Sorry.
$250 or $300. Then you got to pay for your license. It's $300, $350, give or take.
Yeah, I think it's $400 for a credential.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You know.
So you were saying, sorry, before I cut you off, you were saying to win a 450 main event.
To win a 450 is $12,000, but the way our system is, the manufacturer ends up paying the bonus. You know, like, why is the manufacturer paying the rider and then the manufacturer is then paying the bonuses? Why is Alpine Star, FXR, all these people, why are they paying the bonus money? You know, it doesn't make any...
Because the series doesn't make any money, Phil. They're broke.
Yeah, I know, but, and like I said, regardless of WSX coming into play, I'm glad motocross in the U.S. and Supercross have combined it. I think it's awesome. It should have happened 25 fucking years ago. Who knows where we could have been if this happened 25 years ago. So I applaud, the Coombs family, Prater, all these guys, Feld Entertainment, like, that's fucking cool because it helps us tremendously. I just wish everyone could have put their guard down to expand it. But it's just the way it is.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the point of all of this is that, like, you need competition. And so motocross and Supercross, they weren't competition for each other. They were two separate series.
Different times of the year. Like, who really cares?
And then they just, like, we don't need to talk to each other. There was no incentive for them to come together. So it's like, you need competition. Like, you essentially had, and like, apart from whatever people might believe, like, Davey Coombs, I think, is one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Davey's awesome.
I don't know anybody. Anytime I forget somebody's name that I've just met, like, when you shake the hand, you're like, hey, I'm Jay, so I'm Phil, and then 2 seconds later, gone. I think about Davey Coombs because that dude remembers everybody's fucking. It's like he has a freak ability to do.
It's like he's got a memory chip in his head. Just fucking. No, I know.
It's crazy. So like that. There's a guy like I've always like looked up to him just in that instance. You know, it always comes. I said it to a chick at jiu-jitsu the other day. Like we just went to a new academy, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your name." I was like, "I forget everyone's name."
Yeah. I'm bad at it too.
And I was like, "Oh, I know this guy in America. He literally can remember everyone's name."
Yep.
I saw him after like 2 years from the first time I met him, and he's like, "Hey, Jace, what up, man?" But so it's like I'm not against any of this shit. Like the reason I carry on like a fuckwit is because A, I can, and B, because I want it to become like this conversation that people sort of talk about. I'm pumped for A1,
and
you know what I mean. I want to be, and I want to be an outdoor. I love that shit.
Yeah.
But it's like at some point you have to stand up for what you believe in, and sometimes you got to talk some shit on some, on some,
no, 100%.
you know, on something that's going on in the industry. You know, so it's like I'm not sitting over here just like hoping for the downfall. That I'm for competition because we've seen what that competition has done.
Yeah.
And you can say what you want, but none of this happened until this championship came along, and you need that competition. And motocross and supercross, they were not competition. They were islands that these guys were operating on, and they both got to do their thing, and there was no challenge to those things.
Exactly.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, gypsytales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.